A day in the life of Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson was a man of simple routines and even simpler pleasures. He owned the McDonald's on Main Street. Every morning the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and sizzling sausage patties filled his senses as he unlocked the restaurant at 6 a.m. sharp. His day was a whirlwind of activity, greeting customers with a warm smile, ensuring the fries were perfectly crisp and the milkshakes were thick and creamy. He poured his heart and soul into his work, finding joy in the smallest details. The hours flew by in a blur of happy customers and the satisfying rhythm of the fast food business. But even amidst the bustle, Mr. Thompson never forgot the less fortunate. He had worked his way up from humble beginnings and knew the pangs of hunger all too well. It was this empathy that fueled his daily act of kindness. 5 acts of kindness. As the clock struck 8 p.m., Mr. Thompson would step away from the cash register and into the kitchen. He'd carefully prepare 5 meals, each one consisting of a juicy cheeseburger, a side of golden fries, and a refreshing soft drink. These weren't just any meals, they were tokens of hope, small gestures of compassion that he offered to the homeless people who gathered near the bus stop across the street. Every night, the recipients of his generosity would greet him with grateful smiles. Their words of thanks, though few, filled Mr. Thompson with a sense of purpose that transcended the profit margins and bottom lines of his business. It was a reminder that true wealth lay not in the abundance of possessions, but in the richness of the human spirit. A night of terror. One Wednesday night, as the last employee locked up and the neon lights of the McDonald's flickered off, a group of teenagers lurked in the shadows across the street. They were no ordinary teenagers, their eyes gleamed with mischief, and their intentions were far from innocent. These were troubled youths, hardened by the harsh realities of life on the streets, their moral compasses long since shattered. Armed with crowbars and fueled by a potent cocktail of bravado and cheap beer, they approached the restaurant, their footsteps echoing ominously in the stillness of the night. Their target? The heavy metal shutter that protected the McDonald's entrance, a flimsy barrier separating them from the riches they believed lay within. A glimmer of hope. The following morning Mr. Thompson arrived at his usual time, his heart filled with the promise of a new day. As he approached the entrance he noticed something amiss. The once pristine metal shutter was dented and partially ajar, its usual smooth surface marred by a grotesque gash. A wave of shock washed over him, quickly replaced by a surge of adrenaline. His mind raced, trying to comprehend the sight before him. Had someone attempted to break in? Were his employees safe? A million questions swirled in his mind, their answers hidden behind the cold, unforgiving metal. Mr. Thompson immediately contacted the police, his voice trembling with a mixture of fear and anger. The responding officers dusted for fingerprints and scoured the area for clues, but the perpetrators seemed to have vanished into thin air. The only piece of evidence? The damaged shutter, a silent testament to the audacity of the attempted break-in. Hope seemed lost until the officers reviewed the security camera footage. As they huddled around the monitor, their eyes glued to the screen, a collective gasp filled the room. The grainy footage revealed a sight that sent shivers down their spines, a sight that defied all expectations. Guardians in the night. The footage showed the group of teenagers approaching the McDonald's, their faces obscured by hoodies. Just as they were about to unleash their fury upon the metal shutter, a group of figures emerged from the shadows. It was the homeless people, the very same individuals Mr. Thompson fed every night. Without hesitation, they charged at the would-be thieves, their cries of defiance echoing through the empty street. They were outnumbered and outmatched, but their courage knew no bounds. The teenagers, taken aback by the ferocity of their defense, eventually abandoned their criminal endeavor and fled into the darkness. The circle of kindness. As Mr. Thompson watched the footage, his heart swelled with a mix of gratitude and awe. The people he had helped, the people society often overlooked, had repaid his kindness in the most extraordinary way imaginable. They had risked their own safety to protect his livelihood, their actions a testament to the enduring power of compassion. The police were astounded. They had seen the darkest corners of human nature, but this act of selfless bravery restored their faith in humanity. Mr. Thompson, overwhelmed with emotion, realized that his small acts of kindness had created a ripple effect, touching the lives of those around him in ways he could never have imagined. Reflections on gratitude. News of the incident spread like wildfire, turning Mr. Thompson into a local hero. But for him, the true reward was not the accolades or the recognition, but the profound understanding that kindness, like a boomerang, always finds its way back to the giver. He had planted seeds of compassion, and they had blossomed into a garden of hope. From that day forward, Mr. Thompson continued his daily ritual of feeding the homeless, his heart filled with even greater purpose. He had learned a valuable lesson, a lesson that transcended the boundaries of language and culture. The good you do comes back to you, sometimes in the most unexpected and heartwarming ways. The enduring power of good. The story of Mr. Thompson serves as a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. It reminds us that even the smallest acts of kindness can have a profound impact, creating a ripple effect that touches the lives of countless individuals. Like a stone cast into a still pond, the circles of compassion continue to expand outward, carrying with them the potential to transform lives and inspire generations to come. In a world often driven by self-interest and greed, Mr. Thompson's story is a testament to the enduring power of good. It's a reminder that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of the human spirit and the unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of humanity. For in giving, we receive, and in acts of kindness, we discover the true meaning of life.